Good evening, my name is Sue and I hate video games. Welcome to the stream. I'm here with Mox.
Mox is also here, and Mox is, well, we're getting to some emotional place with this video game.
I think it was fun while it lasted. Most of the time. Anyway, we're gonna play more Monster Hunter World. As I said in the toot, I think we're nearing the end of the point where it's going to remain fun. Because, hey, Bad Road, and Bad Road's Party of Two. How y'all doing? We're nearing the end of the viable lifespan for this game because they've made it grindy in the worst possible way at this point, where they have you continuing to do the same tasks you've been doing all along, but making them take progressively longer each time. Like, it's not a good look.
I'm so
Hello,
excited to
Demon
spend.
Goat.
Hello, Demon Goat. I'm so excited to spend like 3 weeks grinding my Fatalis armor.
I don't think I'm going to get my stats high enough to reach Fatalis. I really don't.
You don't need
I don't need a rank?
no, you don't need MR. It's literally just, that's what I was saying. It's literally just unlocked via investigation. So you go from the Stygian Denover investigation to the Safi investigation to, I don't think the siege is locked. I don't think Elatrion is locked behind the Safi siege. So it's from that initial reaction that you get with Safi to Elatrion to then Fatalis. So it's entirely unlocked via investigation. So we don't actually have to do that.
Well,
Like
that's
that's
nice.
yeah, it's just the battles themselves are going to suck, but the things in between, there's no grinding in between other than the gear that you think that you will need to not die or need to
Generally,
not die.
generally, people have said that the Fatalis in this game is much, much easier than the original version.
Mm.
So, considering that I could solo that one basically without taking damage, I'm probably fine. Oh, and they didn't have mobility weapons in the first Monster Hunter, so...
Oh, so it's just me who will die instantly. That's good to know.
Ye of little faith.
Ye of knowing how I've been playing the game up to this point.
You die less than I do.
Okay, technically that's very true, but
Every time I have a migraine or something, I die like 2 to 3 times per quest. It's ludicrous. Alright, so... Today I'm playing okay so far, and the servers didn't crash while we were doing some of the grinding before the stream. And we were in there for like, what, an hour and a half?
a good bit, yeah.
Should be fine. We're gonna
Oh,
try Stygian Zinogre again.
I should
Hopefully it
start
won't.
the video game.
Yes.
You left the video game? Like, you just like, oh, heck, it's time for stream, and then you left the video game? And so
Yeah.
I just left the video game?
Also, it's saying I have to watch the cutscene again. Except that now it's not. I don't know why that message was there, but it's gonna allow you to join anyway. It said no one would be able to join until I had departed and watched the cutscene, but now it's gonna let you join anyway. Because this is a well-built game.
Yeah, well built. Well, and built. Oh god, I have 504 hours in this character. God.
That's about how many hours I've had in every Monster Hunter game. So, not like combined, just 500 each. Because I do, in fact, play every Monster Hunter game for a good long while. In this game, let me see how many hours I have in this game. I only have 331 hours in this. I think it's because I keep getting fed up with the grind. That's across, like, 3 characters.
Ah.
But I keep getting fed up with the grind because this game is 100 times as fucking grindy as every other game in the series. Because, as we all know, tedium and difficulty are the same thing.
Manage items. Okay. Splashy. And now I have to consume a food real quick. And then, wait, what is my cat on? Dragon? I don't remember what this... Thunder, apparently. So I guess I'll switch my...
It functions fairly well off a standard install, except that it requires double the system requirements that it should.
Now I have to switch my cat to... I think the dildo daggers? No, it's just one big thing. So
one big dildo dagger?
Yeah. Oh, we were using health, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bump up Bigger Wasp Spray. Do you want to... Actually, I'll do Flashfly Cage if you do Bigger Wasp.
Okay.
And set to sleep.
And joining.
And of course, I am on Thunder Element.
Make sure you have some nullberries on you.
Huh. I think my sound might be coming through the speakers that I have turned off.
Ah.
That's going to make things interesting. Oh well. I'm just not going to cut the speaker on, it's fine.
I'm sorry, I took one of the more of the emergency potions than I was supposed to.
When do I remember to use those, regardless?
That's true. So me having two more is probably a good thing. Alright, Stygian Zinogre is not showing on my map. Do you remember how to get to it?
Oh yeah, you take the... I'll show you. From here, let's see. Like, you'd think with how much grinding I've done that I would know how to get to each individual place in this...
There is no way to navigate the maps in this game effectively.
Just none, really.
They're like, we're going to use complex geometry. It causes every problem. Then they go back to Rise, and they're like, hey, you know that complex geometry thing we were so proud of? Let's not do that. The Rise just has flat ground and not a lot of overlapping systems. I'm growing more convinced that the handler is in the pocket of Big Nullberry. Big Nullberry was my nickname in high school.
Why am I taking cold damage? I'm pretty sure I put... What build? No, I'm pretty sure this is the right build. Why am I taking cold damage? Anyway, that's
maybe
weird.
maybe it's only part of the right build.
It's coming this way, so I don't have time to deal with it. Let's go.
Let's kick its ass. Wow, that pissed it off.
Oh yeah, just instantly, huh?
Yeah. Oh, fucking shit, ass. One of the biggest problems with a lot of the high-level monsters in this game, biggest problem I have, is that damn it, that's the wrong leg. One of the biggest problems that I have with the high-end monsters in this game is they're set up so that you only have very short amounts of time to damage them while they set off giant AoEs, and then you have to run away. Okay.
Like that, yeah.
At least that just knocks you down. That doesn't even do damage. That one's not too bad. Then it does this crap with the lightning bolts, which is not fun. They just like to delay everything. That's just what this... That's just the design philosophy for this game. Make everything take longer, despite the game moving faster. It's weird. And they did really good with the main game of Iceborne. I cannot stress that enough. But it's gone back to a lot of its old bullshit with the end game.
Oh, this fight is annoying without all the stamina, TM. It's
Why don't you have all the stamina?
because I don't have all the suit.
Ah, why don't you have all the soup?
Because I don't understand why this build does not have my regular amount of suit.
Oh, are you sure it's the right build?
I assume it's the right build?
Is it your gathering build?
It is my temp Stid Zenogre, which I put together literally because I didn't plan for this PM. And so I thought I already had a build. Up, yeah, there he goes. Okay.
And he does that like every few hundred damage. Then does this right after. Ah, rolled way too soon, and now I'm at like no health. Very annoying. Okay. Fuck's sake.
I'm like, why is he focusing you? And then I remember that you're the tank. It just was like, please come over here.
That was very annoying. What just happened there? I can't tell what the hitboxes are on the AoEs because they don't match what you actually see. And that's kind of a problem.
Ooh. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Listen, I need to heal. Yup. Okay.
Okay, I knocked him down. Don't you worry. Trying to knock off his tail now.
I need meat. Do I have meat? I
Mounted.
should have meat. Good. I'm going to eat some meat to celebrate.
Please do. Oh, whoops. Knocked me off because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, geez, he does a ton of stamina damage. I am really... My reflexes are really not good right now. I miss being able to see...
You could end that sentence right there, but
I'm that too. I miss being able to see... Whoops.
sleepy? Yeah,
Yep.
sleepy.
I miss being able to see the fucking mounting meter. Alright, I'm gonna blow it.
You do that. I'm
Fuck.
going to sharp. Ooh,
I did blow it.
You did in fact blow it.
Sorry about that. Guess my
You
choice
still
of
got
wording was
exploded.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't unmuted in the stream for that. Fuck this game. That is the second time it's done that in particular, and this fight is cursed.
Apparently.
This is 3 times something completely inexplicable happened to fuck up this fight. Oh. I do not have the fucking... I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack or something over this. There's not a good reason that this fight should keep having problems like this. There's not a good reason that this game should crash my computer. My logs aren't showing that that the card was even running particularly hot. This is fucking ridiculous.
That's so haunted. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I'm so tired of this game's incredible fuck-ups at this point. I accidentally started it by clicking in Steam. No, there it goes. I don't know what to do at this point. Fan curve is still set correctly.
I put the suit back on while Sue's computer was like throwing up and having a crisis.
But the other time that happened, like, it's got to be something in the game that my GPU doesn't like. It's got to be some effect. But I can't think of what that would be because the 2 fights that it's happened on don't share any effects that I know of. Stygian Zinogre and the... Oh, what's it called? The Black Veil Valhazak. Both of those have crashed my computer hard.
For just no explicable reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a better word for that, but I don't want to use it.
Oh, this game can run perfectly on a PlayStation 4. This PC port is just so fucking poorly made. Like, hey, that's not fair. It's not the most poorly made PC port on the planet. But it's a Capcom PC port, meaning that it runs all your hardware super hot and requires way more than it should just to run it all. Oh, God. Oh, I can't take that kind of stress. Oh, I don't feel good.
Do you want to do something else?
I think I'd better. Like, the game isn't stressful. It's the game crashing halfway through the fight that's stressful. Because then I'm like, oh God, I have to do it again. And that turns the fight into a grind.
How far have we gotten? Like halfway through.
That was probably about a quarter of the way through the fight right there.
Yeah, we did not get very far.
I remember with Black Veil Valhazak, it was right at the end.
Oh, and I accidentally finished it because it was just I was running away and then I like clutch
Yeah, and
clawed it.
I crashed when it only had 10 HP left. Oh, that was fucking incredible. And it hadn't done this up to that point. Fucking bizarre. On the bright side, I think I did manage to get the stream back up before the sad gamer went away.
Oh yeah, the sad gamer was only there like for a brief moment in time.
Hmm. So it didn't split the VOD. Oh, fuck. I've got all these games that I had wanted to play Monster Hunter, and now I don't want to play. I guess I could start on something like Mortal Shell.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Thought about starting over on Code Vein and playing it at a decent speed.
Zoo, I'll be real with you. If I have to see the Salt Castle again, I'm going to cry. I like you've done so much of the Salt Castle, and so the fact that you would then start over and have to go through the entire Salt Castle again
You know,
just
I didn't.
upsets me conceptually.
I was also starting to get very frustrated with the Salt Castle. But then when they had us go through another version of the Salt Castle, that really won me over.
That's the thing. Like you'd have to do it twice. Like if you had started from where you ended, that would have been fine because the Salt Castle times would have been mostly before us. But if you start over, I'm simply going to quit. I can't. I'm sorry.
I could start on, you know what? I could start on a game of Neo 2. I need to come up with a good weapon set though.
Mm.
But that's a very good game. That's one of my game of the first quarter of the century so far. That's up on that list. Sodium chloride castle versus potassium fluoride castle. Salt castle alternative.
Would you rather like we do if we ever come back to this, I guess. Would you like to do the Stygians and Ogre thing off screen since they've already seen the big wolf fall on us several times.
I
It's going
definitely
to be fine.
I definitely think that doing Stygians and Ogre off stream might be better. Like we can keep playing this off stream, but I think it's reached the end of its life for the stream. Maybe we can try Fatalis on the stream just as a
Hmm.
special one-off.
I'm going to tell you though that the gamers have said very special things about the Elatrion fight, which
Yeah,
is
I
the one
know.
pre
The
which is
thing
the
though,
precursor.
that's the thing though, they say that about every fight. You know how talking about Monster Hunter World goes online?
Awfully mostly.
Okay, so this is the pattern though. Someone asked, hey, what can I expect in this fight? Every gamer comes in with, this is the hardest fight in the game. You will die 100 times. You're fucked. You shouldn't even play. And then the person comes back with, hey, I did that fight, and I didn't actually find it that challenging. Um, Thanks for any advice you may or may not have given. And then all the gamers jump in with, oh yeah, that fight's easy. We never said that was hard. But this next fight is going to kill you dead. And that's Monster Hunter World. This is the way it goes on every fucking thread I've seen where someone's asking about difficulty or mechanics. Oh. Like the very first one where you'll find people saying that is oh god, I forgot his damn name. Anjanin.
Yeah.
And then it just goes on like that for literally every fight for the rest of the game.
There are some of them that we found challenging, but for the most part, it's just chill. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like upgrade your gear.
Even the challenging ones are generally fairly chill. We just have to try a few times and try a few different things.
And then there's Uragon and Black Diablos and
Uh,
Volcana. Well,
oh right,
Volcana worked out eventually.
Master Rank Aragon,
Yeah.
which wasn't too bad when we were able to keep him in a large room. The worst thing was when he was in a small room and all of his bombs would all just cover the entire ground. But when he was in a large room, he wasn't so bad. The only fights in this game that I really think are straight up garbage are Master Rank, what's his
Black
face?
Diablos, who?
Oh, Tempered Black Diablos and Tempered Diablos are garbage.
Yeah, correct.
And oh, what's the other one? The building-sized boy
Oh, you mean
from the start of the
Zora
game.
Magdaros?
Zora Magdaros Master Rank, because it's literally nothing with a ranged weapon and a giant pain in the ass with a melee weapon. Thank you for 250 gay bits, Andy. Gamer talk. Yep.
Oh no.
So there's all kinds of games here that I can just play. That's the great thing about the modern age, is there's a lot of video games in it. Most of them suck.
Just get that out of the way right now.
Yeah.
Most of them are bad. And shouldn't have been made.
I think that we need to have bad video games to have good video games. Because people need to try things. On the other hand, we are literally at a point where 99.99% of games are just garbage asset flips. So, yeah, shouldn't have been made. Just gamer talking. 90% of everything is crap? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think that's fair. 90% of the ocean is plastic.
And then there's the stuff that's deep in the ocean, but we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's Lagaya, Chris.
Basically.
Oh, I was so mad to find out that Lagaya Chris was in the running for Monster Hunter World and they fucking removed it. Lagaya Chris is my baby.
They could have done that instead of, like, Master Rank Zora Magdaros.
Mm-hmm. They could have had it instead of Diablos. I could play Rad. It's a bit of a slow burn though. I feel like I couldn't do that justice in one stream. I looked at Sekiro and was like, hey, I could stream Sekiro, and then I thought, do I really want to stream Sekiro? There are so many reasons to not stream Sekiro. The first of which is Twitch.
Oh. Oh, yes. No, don't do that, actually, I've decided.
It's such a good narrative, and as the Dark Souls series go, it's even pretty solid as a game. But I don't want to even think about the fan base for it. The fan base who keeps calling the man named Wolf Sekiro because they think that that's his name instead of a chiding, insulting nickname that the king gives him. That guy's a dick. Wolf is a really awesome character, by the way.
I mean, he's named after a puppy, so...
That's true. That's true. He's also some of the better autistic representation out there. Which is pretty fucking cool. one of the best scenes in the game, I think. Sorry, I better switch this to just chatting, huh?
We did just kind of get caught up in gamer talk, yeah.
Alright, there we go. Just chatting. There we go. Just reading. So one of the best scenes in the game is you meet the divine child who is sitting in her temple, and she offers you this lovely magic rice, and says that you should try it. So Wolf just eats the raw rice.
That's what she said to do.
Exactly.
No, listen, that makes perfect sense to me. Which,
Exactly.
yeah, again, but yeah, like it just eat the rice.
Mm-hmm.
If it's magic, why would I have to change the rice?
And she thinks this is very adorable and tells him that, in fact, he should cook it first. And there's lots of just lovely character moments like that in the game.
I wish more video games were good.
Me too. We've been running into so many bad ones lately.
Mm.
Without Radeon software here. Let's see. We actually, on the best and worst games of the past 21 years, though, list, we've actually got more best than worst, which is comforting.
Surprising, but comforting.
Mm-hmm. Also, think I'm going to delete Resident Evil 5 from that, simply because it's not worth talking about. So, on the worst, we've got 6 games. On the best, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. We've got 10 games on best so far. We tend not to play bad, at least not for long, certainly. Oh, but then there's those games that you just have to do. We've got yeah, only 3 of the worst games of the last 21 years on here actually made it to stream. We got Nier Automata, Doom Eternal, and Overwatch. We all played, or someone played on stream. No, Andy played The Last of Us. Is also on worst at his request. Andy also, I think, streamed part of the Tomb Raider trilogy.
Yeah.
JJ McField never made it to stream for good reason. I haven't been contributing to best worst games because I don't trust my memory. I couldn't tell you a game that was made in the year 2001. We're having is there's a lot of games we can talk in detail about, but none are best or worst. Oh, all the games I can talk about, well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say that all the games I can talk about in detail are best or worst, but that's really not true. There's one game and I mentioned this in the riot, is that there's one game that really I want to place in both the best and worst category. And that is Dark Souls. And I'm not sure if it deserves to be in either, but I know that if it deserves to be in one, it absolutely deserves to be in the other.
This is the duality of Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm. This is Duality Souls. Thing about worst games are games that I think of them, I get real mad. Get re-mad. Oh yeah, like Doom Eternal, Overwatch, Nier Automata, JJ McField. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I think that actually, I hadn't thought of it that way, so thank you. But yeah, I think that works. And that's why I'm iffy on Dark Souls. Especially since the fan base having mostly disappeared or moved on to other worse games. Now I don't get as angry thinking about it. Because a lot of that anger is tied to the fan base, not the game itself.
They just keep making what they think is Dark Souls now.
That's true, and these people just eat it right up. You can do that. I want to do Kingdom Hearts. It's the best and worst game. I feel like if one game is in both best and worst, it's a thing, but if we start doing it for multiple games, then it kind of loses its meaning. Although Kingdom Hearts is like the opposite of Dark Souls in that way, in that the writing is just fucking terrible. None of the art styles fit together. Although the music's very good. And then the gameplay is actually super fun most of the time, and very fluid. I think I tend to like bad games because of the specific mechanics I really like and overlook all the problems. I think a lot of people do that, and that's a valid way to think. Kingdom Hearts has an excuse plot. It did. It sure did just have an excuse plot. Now it has an everything is happening plot. Now on our best list so far, we've got some real winners. Wow, that sounded sarcastic. No, I mean actually real winners. Like we got Hades on here. Hades is... how did Katie say this? Hades is one of the only games to ever live up to its hype and reputation. So that's pretty wild right there. We got Monster Hunter Tri, which I hold is still the best Monster Hunter game. It doesn't have all the features of the newer ones, but everything it does fucking flawlessly. We got Final Fantasy IX, which anyone who watched Alice's streams of that knows why. We got Neo 2, which I talked about briefly a moment ago. We've got Hollow Knight, which I couldn't get through that game because it's got very large maps. That's my main problem with it. But it is gloriously atmospheric and well written. Doom 4, Doom 2016. One of the best first-person shooters ever created, and it's a damn shame what happened afterwards. Thomas Was Alone is another just excellent narrative experience / puzzle game / walking simulator. Grease I didn't watch any of, but Andy was very enthralled by it. He'll have to talk about that. And The Fall, same for that, actually. Didn't watch much of The Fall.
Falling Grease.
I know that The Fall had robots.
Yeah, The Fall is about robots going through training experiments. There's a lot of like goal. There's some English on that metaphor.
Some accent marks.
Yeah.
Shit. So yeah, there's a lot of good games out there, and I think there's a lot more games that are really amazing than there are games that are so amazingly bad that they cause anger to look back at. And that's good. I'm so glad for that.
I
We're
wish
gonna
there
keep-
were more ones that were like made for more than one person, however.
Yeah, that'd be very nice. A lot of co-op games and multiplayer games and such fall into this awful model that League of Legends and Overwatch started, where you're just, all you can do is play with strangers in a very competitive atmosphere which rapidly turns toxic.
It's the gamer vortex, or I guess the sewer hole. It
Mm,
doesn't matter.
like, Overwatch is on the list because it has a more personal place, especially for Alice. And also, the game itself does things that are a lot more offensive than League of Legends does right inside the game. Arguably, the company that makes League of Legends is worse in a lot of ways than the company that makes Overwatch. And the community, as bad as it is in Overwatch, the League of Legends one may be worse, but the game itself of Overwatch does far worse things. That's a problem Alice has had too, Bad Road. You two should find a game that you both like. That's this game called Absurdity that went on sale for 69 cents earlier.
Nice.
Give that a try. Got there's Wayward Souls here. I think Alice streamed that once. That game's super. I could play WWE 2K Battlegrounds.
You absolutely could not do that. Thank you.
I got noises out of both you and Christy. Oh yeah, let's just all play WWE 2K Battleground multiplayer. It'll be great. We should make a wrestler. Yes. It's Dream Team Battle Royale. Oh, fuck. One of these days I'm gonna install it and see what the character creator can do. I
I mean,
imagine
obviously
not
the answer
much.
is yeah, the answer is crime, but like not in the good way, not in the cool way.
It also, of course, doesn't have cross-gender wrestling, which is a huge problem. End of sentence.
Oh, it's so the game is useless, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. All the WWE games since, I want to say 2011, have had no, have not allowed cross-gender wrestling. There was some workarounds for it in some of them, but not lately. Wrestling Battle Royale game win. Oh, fuck. That would be kind of amazing, especially if they all just were in the same giant ring. Just 100 wrestlers all dumped into a giant ring with various obstacles and weapons on the ground. And it wouldn't be none of this one shot, one kill bullshit that's in most Battle Royale games. It would, in fact, you'd have to fucking pin or make someone submit.
I feel like you'd have to like steal all the graphics cards and such back from the scalpers and Bitcoin miners in order to be able to run that.
Just turn the view distance way down. Don't worry about it. Fine.
Oh, sure.
Everyone's over the curve of the Earth. That's the secret. Six polygons per person. Well, you know what? I've got a cool little game that I'm just gonna run while we continue to talk. I want to get this game on Switch. because I feel like this is a game for laying in bed and playing. Called Iris and the Giant.
Oh, I vaguely remember that.
It went up for free on Twitch Prime last month or the
Ah,
month before.
that's why I remember that.
It was also in a Humble Bundle, but it was one that I think we didn't get.
Today my father is driving me to
Yes,
my
I need to
swimming
get
lesson.
the game capture going.
He's speaking to me, but I'm not answering. A ball of anguish is lodged in my throat and stops me from speaking. It feels like somebody is crying inside my chest.
Yeah.
Here.
So it's sort of a deck builder, but everything's disposable. It's based in
Itself in me.
Hades, actually.
My lungs fill with an immense sea of sorrow. I fall
Christie's so over the curve of the earth. I'm
and
so happy. Now, this game actually froze on me earlier. Oh well. When you get a game for free like this, you don't care as much. Cryptocurrency should die in real life. Well, it has to die in the game first. Alright, so we'll just start here. Has to die in the gaming GPU to die in real life.
The ferryman of the Styx. A river that separates the real from the imaginary. It's funny.
How's
I
this
no
for
longer
audio
feel
balance?
fear.
Does this sound good to everyone?
I know I am here to face my demons.
If I turn up my phone, your ears will die. So I have no idea.
Christy gave me a confirmation. So basically, you take these cards. There's only a certain number of a certain number of different cards. Stick them in your deck. They each do different things, and you can upgrade what they do as you go. The axe hits everyone in the front row. Chop, chop, chop. Thump, thumps might be a little loud. The game's just gotten a little louder in general. That's weird. Swords can be used. Use as many swords as you want each turn. That's fine. So I can kill both of these guys. A sword on each of them. I should change the frame title, huh? Perfect. Every game is Monster Hunter is what we're going to... Oh, there's an alternate route. Could break through these rocks to get to it. Ah, fuck. Don't... This was very definitely a mobile game, by the way. You can tell by how the controls work. Left and right click are just tap. Also, there's a lot of doing that shit.
I am simply perceiving these stylized, like, creatures.
They're very cute, aren't they?
I didn't realize it was a cat until you murdered them.
So sorry. Well, now you know for next time. Oh, right. Should have taken out the trap. Oh, well.
What cause binds cats and skeletons together?
Bones, mostly. So it's very minimalistic. kind of what drew me to it initially. Alright, we leveled up. Oh, shit. So, how about that anxiety? Y'all try that shit?
I have, and it sucks.
With everything going on right now, mine's really bad in particular. Well, Katie called a helpline to get an account set up with a portal, which turned out to not have the information we needed. And after that, she just kind of curled up into a ball for a while. It's not like anyone was mean or anything on the other end. Just stressful to even have to use the phone.
Phones suck. Can confirm.
Alright, resistance. This is a good one, because that gives me an extra turn with a shield. Let's first of all blast both Minotaurs. Oh no, that one's got the armor that the armor blocked the 3 times to defeat it. That's what's going on. There we go. Oh, don't run forward, you jerk. Let's use one of these shields. Shields block everything. As long as they're there, by the way. So they're pretty cool.
I'm assuming that these red, like, tools are bison?
Minotaurs.
Ah. This is the problem with, like, minimalistic. It's just like my imagination goes in certain places and it refuses to be budged.
I didn't know what half of the enemies were until I realized I could hover over them and it would tell me what they were. Anytime I'm damaged for 3 or more, it reduces that damage by 1. This gives me 2 sword cards, beginning of each. And this lets me throw my daggers and things in the second row. Daggers are an instinct, but I don't have any daggers right now. I'm gonna take the armor. Most useful overall. Pickles are for stealing. So I guess I should talk about this right now. We're trying to collect the money to get a mobility suit. And need about $2,000. So that sucks. We've put up a collection on Mastodon. And that's about as far as I can go with that. Open this treasure chest. These attack in a vertical line. Yes, thank you, Christy. That's the link. Do you have any desire to send us? Is that the right link? Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's paypal.me. Yeah. So yeah, the correct URL is paypal.me/squirrellily. If you want to contribute to that. Let's see, we should grab more shields. And may as well get some fire in the deck. If we run out of health or cards, we die. So be very careful. Those gems also get us rare cards, I believe. We get enough of them.
Am I in one of my dreams? The labyrinthine maze of my imagination, with my will as my only guide.
It's scary to not have access to things that you need to live. Now, why would I keep Doesn't look like I keep cutting out. Actually looks fine on my end. Does anyone else hear me cutting out?
I have direct access to your voice.
And he doesn't hear that. So maybe you may just have to refresh. Gonna blast him. Grab some more swords. Shields. Head on up the stairs. Mash on those. Now the whips grab an enemy in one of the back rows and pulls them up to the front. That can be handy. I usually don't need it very much, so I'm going with just continuing to up my damage. Thing that heals you. Yes, that's what these sun-looking cards are. Oh, I can just blast all 5 of these cats.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Do what?
Blasted?
I didn't.
Blasting.
Blasting. So anyway, I
Yes.
started blasting. Okay. My ear was not interpreting. Yeah, a crystal will give me 1 will point. I'll find 1 more crystal. Let's go with that. Will is, of course, HP. I say of course as though that's obvious to anyone.
The Minotaurs just look like pointy puppies.
They really do.
Like if Clifford the Big Red Dog was like tiny origami. Or like crabs, which is what I thought they were at first.
Crabagami.
It all comes back to crabs in the end, really.
And at the beginning. These fuckers. These fuckers are a pain in the ass because they go ho ho. And they just get everything to mash you in. There we go. Got 2 swords so I can take out these guys. Defeated a big demon, so we get a power arm. My bag is better protected. That's what he is. 2 sword cards at the beginning of each floor. Do that.
As per usual, I would be playing much more defensively than you.
Mm-hmm. Nice to have shields. But they're not the be-all and end-all for me. On the other hand, I'm going to use one right now because that is just 4 fucking rows, or 4 fucking columns of dudes. Dude, don't throw traps at me. That's some bullshit.
Sometimes dude columns are good things. This is not one of them.
Hit the guys with the bombs so that they explode everyone. What is best in life? Blasting the dude. I've got 2 swords, one for each of ya. Oh, well that's the voice I heard it in. Well, what does it go in?
Very southern.
Oh, I got 2 swords. Wait, should I go full John Wayne? I got 2 swords, one for each of ya. Ah, Val Kilmer, eh? Thank you, Andy. I got 2 swords, partner. Great thing about doing a John Wayne voice is the more cartoonish you try to make it, the more it just sounds like John Wayne. Let's just raise my HP.
I experienced like the great joy of not knowing who anyone is at any given time, and so I'm always delighted to hear any voices.
John Wayne is one of the people responsible for whitewashing the Old West.
And this is why I'm so grateful to not know who anyone is at any given time.
Mm-hmm. Fuck. Keep messing up and letting the traps hit me. I need ranged weapons to take him out. My name's not Shane, son. Name's not Shane's kid. My name's not Shane, kid. Town with no name is amazing.
I'm going to take your word for it.
What are the amphora? Oh, do you mean these? I guess that's an amphora. They're just obstacles. They're just in the way.
My wine, that's what it right?
I don't know if y'all could hear that. Christy just piped up with, for holding my wine, that's what an amphora. But yeah, any obstacle you can get rid of at any time just by clicking on it. Or you can leave it there so enemies can't approach. It's all a strategic thing. Okay, so now I can choose 4 heals, instantly break an armor, and return this card to your bag. So these are permanent cards. Wow, I did not know those existed. And this is a permanent sword, the evil sword, but it makes you lose 2 stars if you use it. I think I'd much rather have the tornado. Is a special path? Or are there just rocks in the way? They're sad skeletons. The skeleton looks so sad, I feel like crying.
Why did they make the skeleton sad?
Oh no, that's why there was rocks in the way. They're Emily rocks. Cyclops is untouchable when hidden. Every other turn it will throw its boulder at me. Oh no, they can throw their boulder from way back, too.
Did that skeleton just cry into your bag?
It sure did. Wild what skeletons can do nowadays. Ow. Rude, honestly. guys forward. What is the sad? The sorrow is filling me. This card will make me lose 5 will points. Oh, so it just clogs up my hand until I let it hurt me. Alright, I see how it is. Bad skeletons and all.
It's a metaphor.
It's a simile.
It's one of those things. I have decided to let English go to pursue like other worthier pursuits.
I just... The rock, you know? Damn. I don't understand the problem. Just eat the rock. Ah, there's another one. Good, I've got fire. And more healing. Right, leveled up again. Got 5 cards instead of 4. Now that's what I've been waiting for. Now I get a bigger hand. Catch these bigger hands. I don't know why this... Oh, I didn't use it on the skeleton. I tried to use it on the Cyclops. In hopes that it would destroy the rock, but it didn't. What is this? There's this big triangle on this Minotaur. Why is everything red to the point that I can't see anything red past it? One of the heads of the terrible Cerberus. The legends say its heads grow back after a while. I won't give them... I thought that was the Hydra.
Yes. I can't see if the puppy looks like a puppy through all of the nonsense.
Me either. The answer is not particularly. Grab some swords, shields, you know, the classics.
I think you mean, oh yes, we're in the Temple of Sticks, but puppies are friends usually. This game is a statistical outlier.
Well, apparently I can't use my shield to block sadness.
Again, sounds about right.
Each of the heads of Cerberus has armor. Interesting. Guessing that mirror would, So I have to take out all 3 heads at once. Means I gotta knock off all 3 of their armors. And then take them all out in one turn. Kill that one's shield. See how quickly the heads grow back. Instantly. Okay. So I do need to do this all in one turn. I need 3 swords. Which I now have. Fortunately, the armor doesn't grow back with the heads. Now, this, you have defeated a big demon. Stunning axes. Get an axe for every 7 crystals I pick up. 1 will point for each sword in my hand. That sounds pretty nice, especially since I love swords. Use that, get rid of it. Grab the memory. These are very sad and relatable.
She doesn't talk to me. don't know what's going on. I want to help her, but
Thank you, Bad Road.
I think it's me. I'm the one who's lost.
I hear the rain in the distance.
Game is about a neurodivergent
Or
girl.
is that the
Falls
sound
in a
of
pool.
tears falling? An old sorrow that weighs heavy upon my heart.
Is the pool made of sadness, or is it a literal pool?
Both.
Ah.
It's a literal pool and also a dream pool. What are these black shields? Thief Cat will come and take cards from my bag. Better stay far away, okay? Oh, it's a bat. 4 demons around the bat are untouchable. Aw, the bat protect. Just like real life.
And then you just kill it. This is the way of video games.
Blast all the skeletons. Oh no, it was a mimic. Oh, the trap got me. Axes and some fire. Oh, that's the one that makes them stronger. I gain 1 will point for each demon defeated with a sword, dagger, axe, or arrow. Sounds pretty good. So that's like most of the things. That guy. That's off his bomb, which takes out most of the dangerous ones. Running out of cards now. Not my favorite thing to do. Grab some swords and some bows. There we go. That brings me back up to a more reasonable level. Willpower is your HP. The bat flaps in. Goodbye, the bat. We'll miss you. I should be able to take out the trap. Perfect. Steal your sword. Oh no, I didn't see that. We'll take a look at that later. Oh, that's a stairs apparently. Also stairs over here that I don't know how to get to. Oh no, now there's holes in the ground. These weren't made for me at all.
Every video game must have somewhere waiting.
Holes, sliders.
Yeah.
Steal 1 card from each opponent. For each stolen card, I also get rid of a Sorrow card. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Now it's just gonna sit in my hand. It doesn't. Ah, that sucks. Sorrow which infects this demon is tremendous. I'll try not to catch it. They dig holes
Oh, of course.
because they are so sad that all they can do is dig a hole, I guess. And it makes as much sense as anything. Oh no, now I'm sorrowed. Well, now I'm gonna steal everything. Holy shit. That was a bunch of stuff. Got swords. Shields. Holes, spiders, and juice. The 3 food groups. Guess I don't have to kill this guy, huh? Just go up the stairs. Hey, Riz.
Alright.
Thank you for the raid. Fire and axes. I think I've got enough bows for now. My hand is getting oversized.
It's wet.
It usually is. I'm dizzy, apparently. I don't know what that does, though.
Maybe it makes so you can't attack the cats. Catch the cats back quick?
Maybe. These are lightning demons, apparently. Totally different from, you know, cats.
Are you sure?
No. These are ghost cats. Can't be targeted. I'll have to use indirect ways to reach them. Well, darn. Get out of here, Cyclops. Oh, that's still damaged. Gun and enemy weapon. Oh, that must have been from when I stole a bunch of shit. Another memory.
Stop it with your video games, Iris. For heaven's sake, we're in a restaurant. Don't you want to tell me about your day?
Dad, no. Can't you see she's uncomfortable in this whole situation?
I'm torn between relatable and no, stop the child from video games at any cost. They're bad. They're bad universally. You shouldn't.
Got a 6-card hand. Oh ho. Oh god. That's fine. I still had a healing card that I'd been waiting for just this type of moment to use.
No, Christy, that's the thing. That has been happening to me since books, like before video games were a thing that I knew existed.
played Game Boy.
I don't think I knew what a video game was. God.
Couldn't concentrate enough to read in loud spaces, like restaurants.
That is what the hyper-focused cam is for.
I don't have that. I have the opposite. No, not hyper-focus. What was I talking about?
Hyper-focused. Something. I think you were playing a video game.
I don't have ADHD to my knowledge, but I do have a hard time focusing when there's loud stuff going. Thank you so much for 29 months of support, Riz.
And then a loud thing went on.
And then a loud thing happened. And now I forgot what I was doing again.
You were playing a video game.
Now there's the Hydra. My thunder will target only one. That's lame. Guess I can't get on top of the Hydra's back. Jesus. I actually don't know what it wants from me here. Oh, okay. If I hit the necks, then they don't respawn the heads a bit. That's interesting and not what I expected. How rude. So the way those necks pulse is real weird looking, right?
I mean, as someone who enjoys tennis, it's fine.
Put an amphora in front of me. Oh, that's fun. Fields and fire. Grab healing. Well, I should have grabbed the fire because I'm actually really low on stuff. Don't have any damaging attacks, huh? Well, use up this heal. This heal. I guess I'll use this because it goes back in the deck anyway. And put an amphora over here. And hope I draw damaging cards. Oh, perfect. 2 swords. I am so out of cards, though. Oh yeah, it's fucking gorgeous, and it's taking the idea of a deck builder and then just kind of narrowing it down to something a lot more focused. I really dig that. It doesn't feel more shallow for it, which a lot of the time when games simplify something, they end up feeling shallow. A 50% chance of them. I guess I can start getting daggers.
I see it now, deep within me. A giant weeps, and from his tears come my demons.
I see what she did there. Oh, that's gonna reflect back at me from the shield. Oh. Giant mirror reflects magical damage tenfold. Thankfully it did not. So apparently that's just a lie. Oh wait, it's because it wasn't damaged by the fire, so it reflected 0 times 10 back at me.
But you almost died to that.
Well, I probably would have only taken 10 damage. Stun this guy. Break that. Put another one there. Just to fuck with it. Destroy all cards in my hand. Well, I don't like that. On the other hand, there's not much I can do about it. Yeah, I can't do shit.
The shields won't, like...
Those won't, yeah, those won't stop it from destroying the cards in my hand.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, that's... Why am I not drawing the last 3 cards? This game's a little buggy, y'all. Fine. Now I've apparently just got cards back, so... Except that now it's delete... Oh, there it goes. Well, that's fun. And I don't have any magical cards. Good thing that I can get magical cards, huh? So I probably should have died there. But since when have I been known for doing what I should do?
Literally never?
Almost never. Fuck. Fine. Blast him. And take this guy out. Oh. Those were quite a few swords. I was saved by the game being bugged there. That was fun. I guess because it took the last cards in my hand, so it couldn't... Destroyed the cards in my hand, which put me at 0, but it didn't register as the deck running out. Why do I have... Oh, right, because it added 2. Okay. That makes sense. Ow. Don't sorrow me.
You have to cry somewhere.
I guess. Thought I could throw my daggers at the second row. That must be what stun does. It prevents me from using those special cards. Special powers, rather. Alright, bash this guy. This guy. And this guy. And this guy. Alright, leveled up again. Praising the length of my shields.
You simply have to become stronger than all the skeletons to try and take.
Apparently this dagger is on fire. I guess this guy set my stuff on fire. Playing a burning card will cost me 8 will points. Well, that's fun. Take out this sad skeleton. For being sad at me, I guess. Doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you have to kill sadness wherever it appears. No, there are more important things than sadness happening to you.
Apparently
You
killing the
stop.
fire demon does set other enemies on fire, though.
I think that's... Yes.
Ambling hordes of the undead, etc. Have any magic. Oh, yeah, this is over. Not a treasure chest up here either. Just out of cards. Oh well, they can't damage me. Only I can damage me. The end. No more cards.
That's fine.
I like that game. Found 204 stars. Here are some rewards for your next game. You unlocked a new magic power. You'll take it with you during the next game. When I play a whip card, I draw 2 cards. My whip attacks the opponent in the first row. That's handy. Won 6 bomb cards for the next game. Change this reward for another randomly chosen one. Sure, let's do that. I don't know how to do that. Says 3 lightning. Alright, whatever. Found a new imaginary friend. You must complete their challenge. Reach floor 8 without using any memories. Move your memory points from the start menu. Okay. And 6 fire cards. Oh, right. Well, I gotta come up with something to do next week. So I'm going to call the stream here. If that's alright with you.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for coming. I would like to just real quick. Please check out those links. There are plenty of ways that you can help the ongoing protest and civil rights movement across the country right now. Joe Biden is repeatedly managing to show that being better than Trump is an extremely low bar. Please click on those links and do your own research to see what you can do. Ones we've got here are the Bail Fund Network to keep protesters out of jail when they are wrongfully arrested for protesting. It's something that we're supposed to be allowed to do. We've got the Black Trans Travel Fund, Oprah Project, to help Black trans people in difficult and dangerous situations. We've got the Black Hills Legal Fund, one of many movements to take back ancestral land for First Nations people. In this case, it is specifically to take back the 6 grandfathers mountains, which some white folks decided that they were going to take, rename, and then carve some other white people's faces into it. All this land is stolen. Remember that. Under this second command, are ways that you can directly help those directly affected by the death of Breonna Taylor, a young black woman who was murdered in her own home by police. over 30 shots were fired into her home. This was during a raid was intended, supposedly, to be against someone who was not only not at that address, but who was in police custody at the time that the action was carried out. This isn't something that needs to keep happening. This isn't something that should keep happening, but it is something that does keep happening. Black people are killed by police every day in this country. Black lives matter. The lives of people of color matter. Asian lives matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. And continuing to push this and continuing to support this is so important. Please, please, keep it up until the people at the top not only acknowledge, accept this fact, these facts, but act upon them and make them protected truths. Alright, thank you for joining me once again, Mox. I'm sorry that it was kind of a dud on Monster Hunter World there.
I'm sorry it was Monster Hunter.
Alright, we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.
Night, did you frog?
No, I didn't. I just thought of that in the middle of the sentence, too. My name is Sue. I hate video games. Give my regards to the next frog you meet. Good night, everyone.
Frog.